What's going on, YouTube? This is Aaron here with Day 5 Aquatics, just bringing you an update video on my 75-gallon office tank. And as you can see by the title of the video, I am back into natives. I went back to longear sunfish. I've got a nice sized group of them in this tank. Basically, since I took down the last one, or since I took it down the last time, not a day has gone by that I didn't regret that decision. That was easily my favorite setup that I've ever had, having longear sunfish in here. And so I've always wanted to go back to that. And so I decided that's what I'm going to do. I've got a big group in here. It is rather overstocked at this moment. There is some aggression right now. But basically what my plan is that I'm going to end up with a group of 2 males and then the rest of them being females. Some of the smaller ones in here, I think most of them are females. A couple of them may be males, and so we'll eventually get moved out to a buddy of mine's pond. He's got a pond that's perfect for fish, terrible for fishing. It's got roots and stuff all over the place, which is great for the fish to hide, but next to impossible to fish well. So some of them will be going in there. I've got 2 big males in here already, so I'm not looking to add a third. You can see them, they're kind of chasing the other fish around. I just dropped some food in there not too long ago, so the aggression's kind of picking up. It's also why it's still kind of cloudy. Again, I know this is overstocked. I've got, I think, 10 long ears in here right now. The goal will be to end up with 6, maybe 7 total by the end of it. The only non-natives in this tank right now are the plecos. I tried getting some of them out when I got the firemouth cichlids out and got the giant danios out, but it would require me to completely tear down this tank just to get them out. They're just there's too many places for them to hide, and it's too difficult to get it out. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave them in here. They're doing fine. The fish don't seem to mind them at all. So everything in this tank except for the plecos are natives, including the turtle. It's a yellow-bellied slider. It comes from about the southeastern part of the U.S. So it's not necessarily native to this area, but it is native to a part of the range where longear sunfish are from. Right now everything's going really well. I'm excited about this tank. It's going to be changing around until I get everything the way I like it. But right now, like I said, there's a group of about 10 longears in here, and there's one really tiny green sunfish. I had netted him with a group of the smaller longears, and I mistakenly thought he was another longear until I got him in the tank and then realized it's a green sunfish. He's right down at the bottom, in the front, right underneath that blunt-nosed minnow. Yeah, blunt-nosed minnow. That blunt-nosed minnow is the only other minnow left. The turtle got the rest of them. There were just a handful of other minnows in here before. I'm probably going to eventually just pull that minnow out and throw him in the pond as well, just so it'll be a longear tank. But yeah, the tank's doing really well. I really like it. It's going to be different this time. The reasons why it didn't work last time, or didn't work out as well last time, I had a lot of aggression issues because I didn't have hardly any structure. I had 2 pieces of driftwood in there on either side of the tank and virtually nothing else for the fish to hide under or hide in. There's a lot more structure in there now, a lot more places for them to get out of the way, places for them to get out of sight from the larger males. Another thing is my water change schedule or water change setup at the time wasn't really equipped for a heavy bio load. I was doing just the bucket method and refilling buckets down at the other end of the building. It just wasn't working. Now I've got a system that works well enough that I can do 60% water changes once or twice a week without too much hassle, and that makes it a lot easier on me. That's going to make keeping these fish healthy a lot easier. I've already done 1 water change this week. I'm getting ready to go out of town for a week, so I'm going to do another one right before I leave. Of about 60 to 70% water change. Yeah, the tank is doing really well. There's some chasing going on right now, like you see, and that usually only happens right around feeding time, and I just got done feeding them not too long ago. Otherwise, it's pretty relaxed, and the fish are settling in quite nicely. Most of them, not all of them, but most of them I caught using the same net, so there's no worry about infection from the hook or anything like that. From the wounds from the hook, so we don't have to worry about that. So, anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and have a great week.